Thursday at the Tate Zoological Garden on the island of Formosa. And if you're an adult, you can't see the monkeys perform unless you're accompanied by a child. The animals sense that they have an audience that thoroughly appreciates their antics. They'd go through fire for the kids. On the teeter-totter board, the monkey seems to think he carries more weight than he does. On the other hand, here's a well-balanced act. On this very special day, the zoo denizens seem to be having a ball. Among the really hot acts is the performing bear. Like all kids, they would like to get right in the cage and dance with the bear. He's an old-timer who has retired to the zoo after trooping the country from end to end. An old-timer who still loves an audience.
All right, hello everyone. Tonight we have an ITSL match. Our own Jeremy Anders will be taking on Metallic, Michael Panettieri. I'm joined by Matt and Frank. How's it going, guys?
Good.
All right, so this is an important game for both players. Jeremy is competing for the division. Michael's trying to get into the playoffs. So, yeah. Not a lot of ops for Jeremy in this hand.
Yeah, I mean, Marshall's great, but what the heck are these ops? I don't think we can afford to headline Marshall. I'm almost tempted to go CNS because of our ops.
I would go Defectors.
CNS I like Defectors better.
Although actually getting purged wouldn't really do much to this hand.
No, but at least lets you counter a lot of strong opening headlines, though. Sokovs, Vietnam.
Yeah, it's you always have to take the chance of if the Soviets actually drew one of those cards to headline, and if they decide to headline it into a Defectors.
Yeah. I just think you have to take that chance with how little ops you have.
All right, if you do this setup, it's definitely Defectors.
Yeah, this setup you have to do.
Yeah, this I actually do like. All right, that's a good one to not resolve right now.
Yeah, that would be brutal for.
See how this Iran coup goes. Oh, that's very nice. That'll save Jeremy some ops. Yeah, I'm feeling like an Iran and maybe one Iraq just to stay in the region.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, or that
is fine too. I guess I kind of think Iraq is probably a little better than Afghanistan, but that's all right.
Well, I think if you go Afghanistan, you have a higher chance of retaining access into obviously Western Asia.
Yeah,
it's just true. Iraq long term is actually a battleground, whereas Afghanistan is not.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Games
does not want to try a second coup just yet.
Yeah, with the adjacency, the coup loses so much value.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're not going to fight for Pakistan here. Yeah, I was going to say we either event CNS or just fill up West Germany before Metallic annoyingly puts an op there.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to space anything here, so I think using CNS now is the better play.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And annoyingly, you have to hold Marshall to the last AR.
Well, you have blockades in our hand, so we're not going to get hit with it randomly. But it is a blockade card that's not a one-up, so I still kind of agree with that.
Yeah. I completely glossed over. We're holding blockade.
All right, so Metallic duck and covered into Pakistan.
And took Syria.
Took Middle East presence. All right, it's pretty good play.
So it makes me feel like he's holding the IP war if he's risking pack. Well, I guess at oh, that's pretty brutal actually.
Yeah, potentially he is holding the IP war, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's brutal.
I mean, if you have to do something in the Middle East in case he's holding AI war.
I'm not sure if we can make this Egypt play work because we need to event Nasser.
Right.
Um, I guess Jeremy's thinking to just get the one op from Nasser into Libya if he's committing to this play.
Yeah, it looks like he was circling Libya there a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, there's just a lot we want to do and we have no ops.
Yeah, I do like taking West Germany though.
Yeah. I think we're playing Marshall this action round. Ooh, that's expensive.
That's very expensive.
It's expensive,
Especially
but it's
I
important.
it is important, but it's expensive since you're giving metallic Egypt later on in this turn. So I kind of like making a play for Libya. Oh, I don't like playing the event.
Yeah, that's not going to be an event.
Yeah, just taking Lebanon now could be fine.
Yeah, the only concern is if Metallic goes into West Germany, which I think is probably what Jeremy is thinking.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to make a move for Thailand currently, but
If we had more ops, it should definitely be on the to-do list. But
oh
yeah,
yeah, it's for sure
sure.
on the to-do list, but I just don't know if right now is when it should be done.
Yeah, I think with this line of play now, Jeremy's just committing to ceding Egypt and Libya completely to the Soviets.
Which means he's probably ceding almost control of the Middle East to the Soviets at this point
Yeah,
because he's not getting into any of the eastern half. I'm assuming Metallic's going to take Iran here.
but as long as we're in Lebanon, we're not doing too bad. So we'll see how the game goes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We're not doing terrible if we're in Lebanon, but control is like 12 or 10 points, I think, right? If with presence.
some big number. I mean, I don't think control is going to happen in the early war still. It's still just too many
N-
ops.
No, no, not in. Or
Yeah,
like,
so with the
yeah,
placing one op into Thailand, yeah, Jeremy was obviously committing to take it now, and now we can't contest Nasser at all on our final action round. I
yeah.
guess Jeremy will just overprotect Thailand with
I, th-
Nasser.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to with decall, destall, and Vietnam.
Oof, those
And
one ops indeed. And
yeah,
if you could see our hand, we have a few more of them metallic.
yeah, yeah. We got a couple more coming. Yes, thank you, Jamie.
But all things considered, we didn't do that bad on turn one. I mean, we still have Europe control, although any attack card will put that under threat. We got to Thailand. We're still alive in the Middle East, so not too bad.
Not, yeah, it didn't go horribly, but it's also not looking great either.
Yeah, I think a lot will depend on if Metallic gets a Europe attack card.
Yeah,
Socialist or De Gaulle will flip either Italy or France.
geez, if he's
Uh,
able to flip either one of those, he's gonna have he'll have an easy path to domination in all three early war regions.
yeah, but if Metallic doesn't draw those cards, then Jeremy might be doing okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
That is
Obviously, no more defectors to cancel out any nasty metallic headlines on turn 2. So that's a bit scary.
yeah. But he did cancel out a pretty nasty one this turn
Yeah,
too.
Suez is at least gone. So yeah, there's only the two
Yeah.
in Socialist and the Gaul that would do a lot of damage.
Yeah. And with Metallic showing that he was holding duck and cover, that could have gotten nasty in France. Or not France, or like not France. I guess he didn't have access to France. That was an interesting headline though.
Yeah, so Metallic taking his time on this last play.
I gotta imagine he's thinking of taking
It's
something
gonna
in, yeah,
be the Korean War. Oh, and he
yeah.
was scared of a Pakistan poke, but of course we were never going to be able to afford that.
They
And yeah,
weren't.
as expected, Nasser just overprotects Thailand.
So do we think his one hold card there is IP war?
Uh, it could be. I think if he was actually holding IP War, Metallic would be less inclined to overprotect Pakistan.
Yeah. Well, I think he just want overprotected from just the poke. For the like if it flips, yeah, I get you.
All right, so turn 2 here.
Not great
Still
either.
not great. Yeah, I mean,
Cambridge 5 is fine after you score Europe. AI is pretty bad actually,
a
because
purge this turn would be pretty painful.
well, a purge it makes. I mean, you're holding blockade again, and you have to space destall.
Yeah. And there she
And there
is.
it is. Oh God. So that's a 2-op, 2-2-ops, a space card, and 2-1-ops. So this is basically a repeat of turn 1 with being under purge.
Yeah, and Jeremy's saying this will be quick, but actually, I mean, he's doing quite well on the scoreboard. We're gonna
Yeah.
get this Europe domination off, and I think Jeremy will be surviving.
Well, what would be really annoying is if Metallic just randomly takes a country or like fights in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, you have to expect he's taking a coup on Panama, but yeah, if he randomly like poked Germany,
Yeah, that would actually be really annoying for Jeremy. But yeah, I would imagine a coup on Panama is incoming.
yeah,
Which, if this succeeds, at least in knocking out, we might see a coup on South Africa next turn.
sure, yeah.
That's going to be that could be the only viable spot with ops in a battleground country to coup.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if Jeremy can afford some ops to do the old Angola Zaire crawl.
I mean, he might be able
Maybe.
to. I
Maybe
think
because there's just not that much else to do. I mean, he will probably take some more Southeast Asian non-battlegrounds to fight Asia on country count.
yeah, I was gonna say that exact thing. He's got to probably take some of these countries in Asia just so Metallic does not get domination there.
Halleck taking a long think and pulling out a big old NATO coup.
Oh, and it's successful.
Yeah, needed a big card too.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure why he was thinking about that because it's not going to be put into effect there. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, he may have just been rotating his pizza.
Thinking between that
Oh,
and
okay.
re-up, yeah, going
So
going straight to spread, I think is fine.
so this is good. Obviously, Jeremy's scared of decall, but I am scared of random De Gaulle event too, preventing us from getting Europe scoring off. I think I'd be tempted to dump
I
the scoring here.
I would just dump the scoring. It, yeah, he could have the call, but I think you just got to score.
Yeah, and it works out.
Yeah,
Um,
he gets down, so it's 1, 2. 3. Yeah, so take that. Yeah, I mean, I guess with the extra op, you want to overprotect it so you can't easily flip it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Big Spender, another 4-op.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, you
Let's
gotta use
see.
NORAD and take 2 countries here.
Yeah, NORAD,
So,
Malaysia, Indonesia.
yeah. Yep.
We should be good because we can still take Philippines for an op. Oh, USJ going to space.
Yeah. And it's successful. I would, yeah, just space as well. You're going to space it at some point.
Yeah, that's a obligation. I
Yeah,
think
get
if Metallic really wanted that Asia domination, he could have fought for it by playing the China card into
so he did an early 5-year
Burma and
plan.
Afghan. Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm very curious to what his next card is.
It's probably containment.
That, yeah, maybe he was
Iranian, yeah,
hoping,
okay.
yeah, maybe he was hoping it didn't hit Asia's scoring because that's in his favor. Even
Yeah.
even without like even if Jeremy levels it, it's still 3 points in his favor. Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
must have been what he was doing. Like he didn't want to play the China card to get Asia domination back, so he opted for 5-year plan and just hoped it didn't hit the scoring.
yeah.
All right,
And
that goes our way.
yeah, that's lucky because it cuts down. It didn't cut down control from 5 to 3
Romanian.
ops.
Yeah, and even though we're doing very bad in the Middle East, it's not going to score until turn 3, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad at all. Holding blockade 3 turns is brutal though.
Yeah.
Well, there's containment and IP war, which
Yeah.
means which meant Metallic did not have IP war at all in turn 1. So that was an interesting aggressive play there.
Yeah.
Um, I think
Yeah, so Metallic definitely has Decal and De Gaulle now, so those will both be annoying.
yeah, I think containment is a good idea here. With getting well, yeah, 4 up means he takes France. That's very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, Marshall would have stopped that from happening.
Yeah, that's a yeah. I think you coup. You got a coup in the Middle East because you know he has a scoring, right? Oof.
I think I still like Panama better.
Panama is good. Yeah. I wonder if he's just going to start filling up Middle East countries though to run up the score there. He could.
Yeah,
Algeria is
maybe.
also, yeah, Algeria is also a good country to take for Metallic.
Yeah, he should do that right now. Yep.
Over to France, that's good. Yeah,
And now it's time to spread into Angola.
yeah.
Yeah.
With him
Still
holding
gonna lose most of
Nico.
those battlegrounds, but at least can save one.
Right. Yeah. Is he trying to show off like the points or something? The ops, I mean,
Just checking for a card,
the card,
perhaps.
I guess. Yeah. Maybe he's worried about maybe I don't know what card he's searching for. I guess maybe decall.
I would maybe, yeah, I was gonna say put this in Afghanistan to take that because that might be important for country count.
Yeah, you're not going to do much in North Korea, but Afghanistan country count and the adjacency point is pretty nice.
Gonna blockade now, so just gonna take that in Philippines, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine as well. Um, which means we're holding UN for next turn, which I like for the mid-war.
Well, we blockaded a card, so I don't think we're holding anything still.
Oh, right, yeah. Always trippy.
That was expected. Oh, so he's not gonna event the war. Yeah, that's fair. It's only a 6, and we have
Yeah,
no ops already, so yeah, that's fine.
yeah. And with him leveling out country count, it's not as dangerous.
Yep, that is also
So we're down to,
expected.
yeah. I would think about taking South Africa here.
Yeah.
South Africa and Mexico, I think, are priorities now.
Yeah, we just do UN into South Africa. This is good too. Flip of Zaire.
Zaire, yeah. Now, if Metallic still has a big card, he should take South Africa. Eventing it. Oh, he wants
Yeah,
mill
for the
ops.
mill
Yeah.
ops.
If he hit that, would have been nice for him to protect North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Mexico. That's good. I think South Africa is a better one to take first, though. Doesn't hurt him though.
Yeah, I don't know if I would take South Africa here. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like a Cameroon, Guatemala play slightly better.
Yeah, sure.
To the mid-war, and all right, this have some
Ooh.
events here.
Ooh,
So
I
you
have
really
returned
want
for the mid-war, and this looks nice.
Welcome
Yeah,
back. Yeah, you missed a few of Jeremy's abysmal hands. Turn 1, you saw we had no ops. Turn 2, we had poor ops and got purged.
Mm.
But all things considered, Middle East didn't score until turn 3. We fired off a Europe domination. Metallic had like a 5-year plan go sideways, so he wasn't able to get an Asia domination. And yeah, now we're at the mid-war.
Oh, so he 5-year planned himself with more than one card in his
Yeah,
hand?
he had 5-year plan Asia scoring and Romanian, and he needed to use 5-year plan for ops to actually get country count back.
Oh.
So yeah, but 5-year plan hit Asia scoring instead of Romanian is what we think happened.
Oof. Okay.
yeah. So I'm looking at this hand.
I mean, you have to
guess
do
you don't
ABM,
work.
right? Because well,
No,
no,
you did.
Yes. Well,
Yes,
I guess
he
you
has
don't because you can
Muslim.
get Muslim. Yeah.
Yeah, and Muslim is pretty much ineffectual right now. Yeah.
yeah, that's one benefit of doing very poor in the Middle East is a free Muslim in the mid-war.
Oh,
that
goes for
hurt.
Italy. Oh,
Well, it was unprotected, so that's still
yeah.
the best country.
Well, I mean, you had Panama out there too.
Yeah, I think Italy's still better than Panama, though. Especially when it cuts the battlegrounds you need from 2 to 1 instead of like 3 to 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I would have went Italy there too.
Yeah, I think it's stronger to go Italy over Panama if you already have France. So
Someone
he
has
has
Europe.
Yeah, he's got Europe scoring in his hand.
Yeah, and certainly if I was holding Europe scoring, most certainly would have went Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even without Europe scoring, I think that's still the better country to go after.
Yeah, it just like it puts so much long-term pressure on the US if you're only holding is West Germany.
Yeah.
Which you could surround easily for real lines.
Yeah, there's some sneaky like salt ABM plays that you can do for
Yeah.
real lines and such.
Yeah.
Goes for a quick space.
Yeah, well, Lib Theo's pretty nasty, so getting that out, I think, is.
Yeah, and there's nothing really pressing for Jeremy to do right now. Like,
You want to score your Central America domination.
oh,
right?
that's true. I mean, maybe he's going to attempt some real lines first.
Yeah, maybe.
That's suspicious too.
Did he redraw Asia scoring as well?
I think you flip that back with Muslim.
Flip and overprotect, you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's an important country for country count.
Yeah, and Southeast Asia scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of already invested the op to overprotect Lao, so I suppose that makes sense to overprotect Indo as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a deep stall. Oh
no!
The madman.
Well, I guess if you have salt, you can easily go after Italy and Panama.
Jeez. Yeah, score that quickly.
Score that now, because
Panama has never been sweating more than right now.
Oh, this game is going sideways quick. This is an African. Oh.
Well,
I'm still very shocked that Metallic grabbed Brush War over D-Stall.
oh, D-Stall was in the discard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, D-Stall's not in the discard. It was spaced on turn 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, this is risky.
I was going to say going with Muslim might be a little better, but now you can at least flip it if he degrades Def.
Well, but if he has the scoring, oh, guess he doesn't. Oh, jeez. Well,
this wants all the Southeast Asia.
Oh God. Just take your losses and cool it down.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh my.
God.
Oof.
I think at some point Jeremy should use Muslim.
This
Thailand.
It might be Thailand.
Oh, that's a relief.
But that's a failure anywhere on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever lost Italy and Thailand
on the same turn?
The two Brush Wars? That would be disastrous.
Yeah, I have not. So. No, that's not great.
I mean, it's well, I was about to say it's a 50-50, sort of.
Yeah, but why not do that on like Indonesia and just take that?
Well, because that still doesn't get your country count back. Because he lost Vietnam.
But neither does.
Or no, he lost Laos. I mean.
Yeah, but neither does Pakistan.
Yeah, it's a battleground though. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the Pakistan attempt. Being a little behind here, I think it makes sense to take that risk and try to roll high.
Yeah, being under bear trap, I think missile envy is a good play if it's safe.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Well, it forces him to put missile envy
to put it into bear trap, yeah.
Because then it's a waste of a bear. It's waste of a trap roll.
I don't know what the cards look like. Because we've already seen Flower Power and Muslim. And
Muslim is completely useless.
Oh my!
Purge again.
Yeah, I think you put it in Chile and realign, and then take a coup.
No, wouldn't you just?
Oh, I don't think you.
Uruguay. Why wouldn't you just put it into Uruguay with him under the trap? See, yeah, I think Uruguay was the better play. Then you could spread to both sides easily.
We can still crawl to Colombia now that Metallic missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to rely on a miss, especially under Purge.
Let's see if we have any ops to even do anything.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy looks like if he's playing one Argentina, he's content to just use all of his ops in the southern half instead of getting to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't get to the north now easily.
Yeah,
take both. Take both.
Take both.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have gotten We Will Bury You. Or unless... Uh-oh.
All right, well...
You gotta use ABM.
Inventing ABM now.
You have to.
That'll be ops.
Yeah.
Gotta take it.
Oh, man. And he has the China card.
Coming next.
Oh, man.
Yeah, honestly, he probably should have overprotected West Germany last time.
Yeah, I do think... Yeah, we didn't comment on that, but yeah, when you lose a fourth battleground in Europe, you should really overprotect the one.
Oh, no.
Oh, he has an 802. Oh, my God, Metallic has had 500 4-ups this game.
Yeah, he's had a lot.
Oh, this is brutal.
You gotta put OPEC into there now.
Or do you missile envy? Like,
you could try missile envying and see if you could get.
Because at the very least, like, I feel like I've seen every single 4-up in the game now, but the very least he only has 2 ops to respond with.
Yeah.
And Truman, is Truman in the discard?
I have to assume so.
Yeah, there's no way he would be doing all of this unless Truman was in the discard or he has it in his hand.
Yeah.
And the United States.
Giving up a 3-point OPEC for 2 ops. But yeah,
the good thing is I don't think Metallic has another 4-up though.
Members realized that real peace is more than an absence of war.
I seriously feel like the few minutes I've been here, I've seen every single 4-up.
Yeah, it's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think West Germany is lost.
Yeah, this is game now, guys.
Well, it's only game if it scores.
Which it hasn't scored yet in the mid-war.
There we go. All right. So it's 8 VPs, which sucks, but it's not the game.
Jeremy got lucky there. So it's going to go at least till late war.
Well, we don't know. I mean, you still have Asia to score.
Well,
Africa can always be a thing.
Yeah, I would start thinking of taking.
I mean,
South Africa. I don't like this. You're just giving him a. Oh no, this is AR7.
Yeah.
This is tough. Like, you still need to. I guess you ignore West Germany because you need to survive short term.
Oh, that's so hard, though.
All right, well.
Yeah, missile envy, I like.
Seems better.
Defectors would have been nice to play it and get it back into the deck, though.
Oh.
Well, there goes that.
Pretty
was
much
worried.
guaranteed to happen when you make a Colombia play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about the Che headline there.
Didn't really want to get a CMC there either.
Mm-mm.
And Metallic is just going for the Europe play. Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
makes
that
sense. He doesn't have to worry about Colombia. It's so high.
Man, like,
So
what do you
now
even do
Metallic
about
just
this?
needs to overprotect Europe, and I don't think there's anything we can do other than die a slow, painful Europe control death.
Yeah, you have to.
And
You
like,
have to-
he has one country, so it's not like he can even go country count.
Yeah.
Well, he has one country, but even worse is he doesn't really have access to any
Right.
other country. If he had access to some of these two stabs, it wouldn't be as bad, but yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Not taking any chances
I mean,
up
that's-
there. Mhm.
Yeah, that's the winning.
I mean, you could redraw Brush War and take a swing at Italy.
Could. Yeah, but by that time, Metallic will probably take Greece and Austria to even prevent any brush war from happening in Italy.
Mm.
Well, and right now it's sitting at a third of a chance.
Why aren't we doing anything in Asia?
Vietnam sounds like a country that should be taken. Yeah, do you just like hit both Koreas with voice?
Or
Is that a
you
plausible
could
play?
Surrey and flip Indonesia.
Yeah.
All right, mill-ups are important.
Or you could just use a Surrey and dump it both into both Koreas and then voice on them in the headline.
Yeah, I think that'll be what Jeremy does later in the round.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be an AR7 play if you do it.
Oh man, I was just about to say, well, he could double poke France at the end of the turn.
Yeah,
But
Metallic is a smart player.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so lesson for everybody watching: if you only have one battleground in Europe, dump a lot of ops in there to overprotect it. Yeah, I like that. That's annoying, but Willie can fix that.
I mean, CIA is still around, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay, that's
yeah, we
something.
have DEFCON chances.
That's something.
So,
yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
now
there's-
CIA, like, it's still around as in it's in the deck right now? Like it's
I
in the
think
draw?
so, yeah, yeah, I
I
think
think it's
so.
in the deck right now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
sucks.
really annoying.
That's awful, yeah.
That's horrible.
I think you
Give
have to
it-
dump. Sorry.
Or do you dump voice because you want to get it back? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Well, either way, voice is going to be used only once in the game, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really. And if you put voice back into the deck, it's not necessarily going to come out later. So I think it's much more important now.
And thankfully we got out.
Yeah, so I think you just headline voice and take out of Venezuela and Nigeria.
Oh, is he going to
Yeah.
crank this up because he has CIA?
He could, yeah. Yeah, take out Venezuela. I guess Libya also makes sense since you have Sadat and can. Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah, putting the pressure on Africa as a Metallic should have that in his hand if there was a reshuffle.
I would take control of Africa right here. No, don't give it. You can't give him points. And this is a nice control because it's presence list for him.
Yeah. There's some cooing to be done.
But if he has CIA, he's going to have to give that.
Right.
I mean, we don't know he has it because there wasn't a reshuffle.
I think this is the play you have to do anyways. You got to be aggressive here.
Yeah, I agree with this.
You might be thinking of inventing alliance to help out with the score.
I mean, there are paths for Jeremy. Europe is a trash heap, but there are ways Jeremy wins this game.
There are paths. I'm not saying there's not, but it's a ticking time clock on a guaranteed win for Metal. Metal. Like potentially within the game instead of at final scoring.
Goes for a quick A for P though, so maybe there was some concern about a auto VP win.
Yeah, I don't know what part it would be though. Because it's not
space. He was at 16, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, OPEC wouldn't have done it.
OPEC's in the discard anyways.
Oh, that's right, we never reshuffled.
I guess it was reshuffled. Yeah, fine. There's good old CIA.
Well, we just have South. Oh, that's really annoying not to get Africa.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, did we not have a reshuffle?
No, there was no reshuffle.
Must not have been, no.
Yeah, you can tell the regions are still scored.
True. Yeah. So then OPEC is in the discard. So I don't know what card was he worried about for a scoring win.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, not too sure, but yeah, Metallic getting CIA out of the game is also awful. Now I'm not sure if there's anything we can do to not lose.
Well, he could still suicide in the late war.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, there's a few cards.
Yeah, I mean, you have the China card, so
you have the China card. There's
you got to get two degraders in his hand and shorten his hand,
which would be Cal.
Yeah, you have Cal. You got Duck out there. You got grain sales.
Grain sales, yeah.
Tear down.
Tear down.
There's a lot. Of stuff.
Yeah,
Star
so
Wars is active.
You can still do it.
I wouldn't give the China card back though. This is
especially if you're rolling a 1.
Oh,
I mean, that's probably a chance to. He should have
it's
somewhere
not.
Else.
It is not unwinnable, Jeremy. Don't say that.
I think after that, after giving up the China card, now it might be.
Yeah. But he didn't have that. That was unforced. He did not have to give up the China card.
True. I mean, if Africa showed up in the mid-war, there could have been some outside war games shot as well.
Yeah, but DEF CON is a distinct possibility, even with CIA gone.
DEF CON is still a possibility, yeah.
Makes it harder without holding the China card, though.
I would be taking. Doesn't he have? Didn't he show he's holding South America?
He is holding South, yeah.
Yeah, I would be taking shots at South right now and fourth score it. Yeah, that's good play. Got a space U2.
What's left in Metallic's hand? Colonial.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember what the other card is.
Yeah, not spacing U2, so just hoping not to get war games, which is,
Mhm.
yeah, very fair when you're getting controlled in Europe.
Yeah.
So if you take 0 risks, you're guaranteed to lose.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
EU. If Jeremy would just scroll up a little bit.
Looks like it's 6-6.
6-6. All right.
I believe it is because D-Stall's not been played.
Warsaw, I mean.
Or
Oh, D-stall to like pull out of it, you mean?
pull out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, because that can happen to go down to 5 or something. But I don't think, yeah, but actually think about it, I don't think Warsaw has been activated either. I can't, no, Warsaw was put in play, actually, I think.
No, I think we would see the icon if Warsaw was invented.
No, NATO's.
Well, but NATO's been invented, so
Yeah.
it could have
it's the
gone
shared
away
icons.
after NATO, yeah.
Yeah, because I think I remember that he did.
Oh,
play it.
I would hold this. This could be somewhat helpful as an event.
Yeah.
Yeah, one shot of.
And if you're going to take
Like,
Nigeria, you
Europe
got to
back.
put 2. Oh,
Justin is
fortunate.
currently in the chat saying West Germany has to be overprotected.
Oh, jeez.
This is just before it gets broken into.
And he is not happy with Jeremy at all. Yeah, I think this play should have been 2 into Nigeria. We finally get Japan. I'd say overprotect Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well, the one way he can get out of Europe control is if he's able to headline Chernobyl.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there are ways out of it.
Yeah,
but that's why I wanted him to hold EU to kind of weaken things a little bit.
Yeah, hold it till next turn.
Or like do it AR7.
Yeah, and just knock 2 out of Poland and East Germany.
Mm.
Yeah, and maybe if you draw Star Wars and headline it again.
Oh, he's giving China back?
Wow.
That's...
Yeah. Do what?
I don't understand that, unless his hand is just really bad.
Or he's holding Middle East.
Problem with his hand already.
Yeah, or he's holding Middle East scoring.
All right, I like this. This is a bigger threat than breaking into Saudi.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, until a move is made on Europe, none of these are really true threats.
Well,
But yes, that is a big
Europe has to come out though.
Yeah, it does. But yes, going into South America, Central America is a bigger threat than Middle East.
There is a DEFCON problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easily spaceable, unfortunately. I wonder if he played China if he has another one.
I think he has another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is too bad that Jeremy did not get terrorism.
Yeah, it's too bad that Jeremy played the China card for that awful coup into Nigeria.
Yeah.
Take your real ones now,
What's your chance?
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
one and done.
Hit Angola.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. Not one.
All right.
And so it's the same as before.
And that therefore people beyond it.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that
He-
also.
brings it
so
as
he
well.
would have gotten it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oops. Yeah, I like that event. No Chernobyl.
Hell in our hand.
Yeah, that's too bad. So the only two now are in cover.
Doesn't
and
this
tear down?
mean War Games is in Metallic Sand?
No, we had a reshuffle.
I always forget how it works when there was no reshuffle turn 7.
Well, it just happens turn 8 or something.
Yeah, but the whole late war deck then gets.
That's
dealt
what
out
that's what I
back.
thought. So he has
No,
War
the
Games
late war deck gets shuffled into the thing.
into everything. Okay, so it's not guaranteed that you'll
Whatever's in the
get
deck.
all the late war
But-
cards.
But yeah, so whatever's in the deck when the late war happens gets shuffled into the deck. But the reshuffle happened because, like, you can look at, like you said earlier.
Oh yeah,
look-
but no. What I'm saying though is, so the reshuffle just happened this turn.
No, I don't think that just happened this turn. We had late war and previous cards last time, right?
This
don't-
always confuses me.
Yeah, I don't. No, you know what? And we might have had it on. We might have had the reshuffle. When Astronaut came out because voice was in that. In the Astronaut selection, voice was part of that selection, so it might have been in.
Oh, you mean the Quagmire? Wait.
No. When Metallic evented Astronaut,
I must have.
I
When
think
did he event Astronaut?
I think he invented our man.
Yeah,
Um,
our man got
the
it.
Our Man.
He invented
Okay.
us, man.
Well, okay, so R-Man. So when he invented R-Man, I think that triggered the reshuffle. Yeah, not Astronaut. Yeah, it was R-Man because it came up.
Oh,
And
wait.
Void was in that, which Jeremy played, so I think that triggered the reshuffle.
On the 21st of February in 1994, Ames was arrested for spying, along with his wife Rosario, after years of high living.
Shock, depression, instant recognition of, one's life flashes before one.
This is the worst type of game.
A sense
The
of
slow, painful death.
Yep.
A sense of relief is much more painful.
Well, he could still, yeah, I mean, he's probably losing either way, but he could get Chernobyl and take something back in Europe.
But yeah, that's DEFCON is his way to win this game, and that's looking less and less likely.
Yeah. Well, if he's able to hold on to Africa, South America, Dom, and get control of Central, that could be helpful a little bit. And especially if he evens out Middle East scoring.
Liberation for influence. Excellent. That's luxurious.
Well, the whole game for Metallic's been luxurious. Yeah, that's his game now.
I mean, it's not a game yet, but it's just it's not looking great.
Yeah, I think even if you can get rid of control, I don't think you can win on the score now. Gets one turn with AR. But have we seen one small step? Ooh, an OPEC hurts.
3 VPs. What can you get 3 VPs from?
Not sure if it's going to happen this turn, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you can get arms race.
Oh, I mean, Jeremy still needs mill ops. Oh,
Yeah,
I would get it right now, maybe. Well. And now Metallic's going to do something annoying, but you still have to get those mill ops. Oh, or he'll just space.
So he's got to be holding some, yeah. Something done. No, there we go.
That fixes everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Also makes you presence-less in Europe. But
yeah,
Europe doesn't matter at this point. Or it matters a lot, depending on your point of view. Taking no chances.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
There's war games and a DEF CON card that you want in his hand.
Enough to deal war games to Metallic for a faster death.
No Chernobyl, which hurts.
Although this voice and Star Wars situation is interesting.
Well, Pope would have actually been very nice if he had Chernobyl, because that would make it really easy to get rid of control.
See, it looks like he's thinking about Pope and then Star Wars for... No, he's not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking for there.
He was looking at solidarity. Oh, you're kidding. He's just leaving this one up for a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I would just invent that. If Metallic invented Yuri, the game would be over on any coup.
Like, have you ever been closer to death in a Twilight Struggle game than in Jeremy's current position? Like, minus 19 points, Europe control, and yet Metallic still doesn't have a finishing blow. I mean, maybe he has something that gives 1 point now.
Yeah, well, Yuri would have given a point if Jeremy decides to coup it all.
Take one out of Libya.
Which actually I don't understand why he didn't invent it, because it would which means Metallic would have still gotten the coup anyways.
Oh, that's a good point.
And it would prevent any future coups. Turn 2 with a 5-year plan? Yes, he did. But it didn't matter at all.
This is a voice speaking from America.
It certainly didn't work out.
Our voices are coming.
I mean, Jeremy could just like self-defcon here and just end the game. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That'll do it, right? Or no, it's
No, it would have done it, but
America has been
It is.
well, now.
79 days.
No, I wouldn't have done it because
Yeah, because that would have been one VP before he voiced.
what did it? Well, he had to take the coup, I guess.
Yeah,
And
but
I guess that means we're going to final scoring.
there's got to be a way he can get one VP.
Well, then why wouldn't you have done it right there?
Well, oh, we're in turn 10. Okay, no, I thought we were in turn 9. Okay.
Oh, I don't think anything in Europe is going to happen, Metallic. Even if something does, right? Like, you still win on the score. That's not 16 points worth. Or 16 plus the points in Europe and Asia, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking even if you got a successful brush war in Italy, Europe is still a boatload of points.
And now you're getting further away from 20.
In your discussions of the nuclear freeze.
I mean, I think Metallic figures that's the only way he's. So there's no DEFCON game here.
Label both sides equally at fault. To ignore the facts of history and the aggressive impulses of an evil empire.
I'd be taking Cuba.
The arms race a giant misunderstanding.
I think Jeremy's gonna do Pope in solidarity. He was indicating that earlier.
Which I'm a little surprised Metallic hasn't put anything in Poland yet.
Well, we haven't seen Teardown, so I think he was.
Yeah, I want to see the scoring of the countries to see how close it actually would be with the scoring. Because you might actually be right there. It might actually be pretty close.
I mean, the problem in Europe is you don't have, even if you break Poland, oh, he's not going to do it.
Well, you don't have presence.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You still wouldn't have presence even if you broke Poland.
I think the
Metallic could have played. If it was closer, Metallic could have played this much differently rather than quadruple overprotected.
Yeah. Very late Marshall Plan. This will get you your presents.
But there's a Europe presence when we take Turkey. Look at that.
Yeah.
Our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos. Its purpose should be the revival of a working economy in the world, so as to permit the emergence of political and social conditions in which free institutions can exist. Such a system, I am convinced,
What exactly are we going for here?
on a piecemeal basis.
You obviously trigger another Olympic Games.
Did just DEFCON lose then?
Hey, look at that! It's a feather in your cap.
I think he might have actually would have won maybe if it wasn't if he was able to break
the board outside of Europe didn't. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think he went too quick, but I think he actually would have won there without Europe control.
All right. Well, rough loss for Jeremy. Always hurts to lose to Europe control. But congratulations to Metallic. And I will be back with a stream on Friday morning. So no one who's watching right now will probably watch that one. But have a good night, everyone.